to my YouTube channel. This is Racha. Today I'm gonna be doing this heart project for upcoming Valentine's Day, and the project that I will make is a heart pillow or heart cushion. I just finished writing a pattern for it, and I want to share this with you. The material I use for this project is the worsted weight yarn, and this one is called Impeccable. It's by Loops and Thread, and it's number 4. Okay, and the yarn, the needle recommend is US size 8, which is 5 millimeter. So here we go. To get started, you cast on with your yarn and your needle. I usually cast on with the long tail cast on. I didn't make any loops, so I'm just gonna go like that. But you can use any cast on method you like. So I have 2 stitches on my right hand needle. I'm gonna change it, move it to my left hand, and we begin working on row 1. Row 1 K2. That's easy enough. Knit 2 stitches. 1, 2. Pull the tail a little bit, tighten up. Move on to next row. At the beginning, the shapes got a little bit odd. You can come back and adjust it later on, okay? So row 2, P2. Still easy. 1, 2, P2. Next row, row 3. Knit 1, make 1. And knit to the end. Alright, well, there are only 2 stitches, so knit 1. Now we're gonna make a stitch. There are so many different ways to make a stitch, and that will be another video that I need to make to show you guys how to do that. But the method I use for this pattern is like this. You see this stitch underneath the next stitch here, right here? I use my needle and poke it in the back of that stitch right there, and that is gonna be a place where I knit into it. Okay, so you can call this stitch as like a leg of the stitch here. Okay, knit into the back of the stitch below the next stitch. I find this method is really easy and much more neater than other methods of make 1. So I make my stitch, and then I knit to the end of the row, which is just 1 stitch. So I got 3 stitches total. Now moving to row 4. Turn. We're gonna get to practice make 1 a lot more. So you can just watch me doing first before you start, and then go back and begin, okay? So row 4, P1, make 1. So on the wrong side row, this is wrong side row because you pulled it, and this become a wrong side. P1, make 1. Okay, so when you make 1 on the purl side, you see this stitch underneath here, it got a bump right here. So when I see that bump, that's where I want to knit it. Purl into it. So I put my needle right into that bump. Just find your way to get that. I got the bump. I'm gonna pull into that. And then next, pull to the end. So I pull to the end. And we finish row 4. Now, so basically we're gonna keep repeating row 3 and row 4 until we have 24 stitches total. So let's do a few more rows. So we're gonna go repeat row 3. So we knit 1 and we're gonna make 1. Gonna look, let me focus it better. Okay, make 1. So knit into that stitch right here, the back of it. Can you see the back? Right here. That's the bump that we see at the on the purl side. So put your needle right there and knit that stitch. Don't pull it out yet. Okay, knit to the end. So keep doing row 3 and row 4. So you can tell which one is the right side is the row that ending with the odd number, and the wrong side is the row that ending with the even number. Okay, and for this row I'm gonna do row 4 because it's a wrong side. Purl 1 and then make 1 stitch. Actually I can just do it like this, right? No, I can't. I have to do it like this because you purled it. You know, sometimes I forget what I did before, but I just have to go back and fix it. Okay, pull into the stitch below and pull to the end. If you find this method is too difficult, you're welcome to use any method you want, really. I'm not limit you to that, but this is just the way I like it. When you need about 10 or 12 row, you can go back and look and see that how neat it look. Here's another example I make. I show you how the edge look. This is from making increase here. Make 1 here. It's pretty nice and neat edge. So now we're gonna do row 4. Row 3. Go back to the right side. So knit 1. Always increase the second stitch, and then flip it over if you can't see very well, and then stick needle right there. Knit. Oops, I didn't get it all. Okay, try again. There. Knit to the end. I'm gonna flip. Repeat. Row 4. Purl 1 and make 1. I think it's getting easier as you go along, right? I'm getting better too. So just gonna keep doing like this. increase every row on the second stitches or right before second stitch. Ooh, it's beginning to look pretty good, right? Okay, I'm just gonna keep doing this until I have 24 stitches all together, and we're gonna end with the wrong side row. Okay, so the next row we can start a right side. So I'll see you when I got 24. Okay, hello again. I'm back with 24 stitches. So this is how it look like. Does your look like this? It's a little bit puffy. So the next part we're gonna work on is gonna be this top part where we do short rows on one side each time and then move on to this side. And when we finish with the short row, we're gonna have something that look like this, and we're gonna end it right here, and then we continue on the other side. So look like this, the opening, and then we stop it, and then we close the edge. Okay, so let's begin our short rows. This is exciting if you never done short row before. This is like making a heel of a sock, and but the one that I use, the kind of short row that I use is only wrap once, not twice. Okay, all right, let's begin. Start out with row 1 of the short row. I'm gonna mark the row as we go because this is help me keeping track of where I am. Short row, row 1. So this is the right side. That's where you should be. Gonna knit 12. So we knit 1, 2, 3, 4. Make sure that you really have 24 stitches. Okay, that's really important. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we are dividing this into half. So we need 12 stitches. That half of 24. And always count it twice. 12. 12. Okay. Now next step is to do yarn forward. So this is called wrap and turn. You're gonna see a lot of this instruction when you do short row. Wrap and turn, which is like you want to wrap the yarn onto the next stitch. The reason that we do this because if you don't wrap it, your knitting will show the hole, because when you turn back and knit back this way, it creates a hole. So we don't want that to happen. Okay, so we go back to where we were. Okay, after I knit 12, I'm gonna bring the yarn to the front. Just bring the yarn to the front, and then we're gonna slip this next stitch on the left needle. Slip it purlwise always, which is just put needle in there and slip right on that. Okay, that's called slip 1. And then we're gonna return this yarn back to the back. Go back there, yarn. Go back where you come from. And then turn your work. So turn is basically just turn. You have the right side, you're gonna turn, so you go to the wrong side. Careful not to lose any stitches. So now you have your yarn right here, and you're gonna start the second row. Second row, you slip this stitch back on. We're not doing anything with this one except just wrap it. Slip that stitch back, and now we're gonna purl 10 as usual. Purl 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Is it our focus? 7, 8, 9, 10. So I purl 10 stitches, or purl until you have last 2 stitches here. That's what it says. Okay, and then we're gonna do wrap and turn again. This time on the purl side, we're gonna swing the yarn back to the back, so it go opposite of what we have. So we're gonna put the yarn to the back and get ready to wrap the next stitch here, and then we're gonna slip that stitch onto the right needle like that, and bring the yarn back or wrap it. This is gonna wrap. It's gonna wrap. Grab a hold to that stitch like that. Okay, so bring the yarn back, and then we're gonna turn. We don't do anything with this stitch. We're just gonna turn. Leave it there. We don't work on that one. Okay, because this is gonna create a little slope like that. Turn. Careful, careful, careful. Turn. There you go. So now we go to row 3. Just take your time and work slowly, and you will get this. Alright, row 3. Same thing again. We're gonna slip that stitch, boop, and then gonna knit 9. The yarn already back there, so all we do is just knit 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we have 9 stitches. The reason we do 9 stitches because we have here, I don't know if you can see the stitches a little bit here. This is a wrap. This is the wrap stitch that we wrap. Okay, the yarn that we wrap the stitch on the previous row here, right here. We want to wrap the stitch that come before that. So we do 9. So we knit 9, and then we're going to bring the yarn to the front and slip the next stitch, and then bring the yarn back. This is called wrap and turn. Okay, and then after that we're gonna turn. Careful not to let anything drop. Ta-da. Turn. Okay, and then after we turn, we're gonna begin row 4. Mark your row as you go. Boop. Row 4, you slip, and then you purl 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8. We pull it. Sorry about that noises. My husband was printing something. I have a printer in my room. Okay, P8, wrap and turn. So yarn back, slip 1, yarn forward or yarn to the front and turn. After turning, you always begin the new row. So mark your row. Going to row 5. Gonna do the same thing. Slip 1, knit 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Get ready to do wrap and turn. Yarn forward, slip, yarn back, turn. After turn, we start a new row. Begin row 6. Slip, purl 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, purl 6. It's a little bit dark in here. I'm not sure why. There's plenty of light. I hope you can see it. Alright, P6. Get ready to wrap and turn. Yarn back, slip, yarn front, turn. Okay, going for next row, row 7. Slip, K6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, K6. Okay, now there's something different about this next stitch. You see the next stitch, we come to a stitch that was wrapped from the previous row. So what we're gonna do now, we're gonna knit this stitch. I'm getting closer, okay? Yeah. We're gonna knit the next stitch along with the wrap. See this wrap? At the base here, this is a wrap. We're gonna knit the wrap and the next stitch together. Or what did I say on that one? Knit the next stitch with it wraps together. So what you do is you pick up the wrap and then you insert the needle in there. It's like when you knit 2 stitches together, it's kind of similar to that. And then you knit them together at once. But I do it one at a time. 1 and then 1. So the reason we're doing this, because we trying to hide this little wrap here so it won't show as much. I wonder if you can get by without knit them together, but you could. It might not be bad, but this is it's a good way to learn, because when you knit socks and stuff you have to do this. Okay, so we pick up the knit and the wrap together, and now we're gonna turn. Gonna work back this way and then mark our next row, which is row 8. So we begin to work back to unwrap our stuff. Alright, so row 8 you begin by slip 1. So you slip just slip the next stitch of the needle like that, and then you P6. Okay, you pull 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So you P6, and then you P the next stitch with its wrap together, just as we did on the knit side, but this is the purl side. So what you want to do is you put this, you want to purl the knit, you want to purl the next stitch with it wrapped together. So you put the needle like that onto the next stitch, and then you use the left needle to pick up the wrap, and then you put it together, and then you pull them together like that. Okay, go back and watch it again if you want, but I'm gonna be doing more on the next couple rows. Okay, so row 8 we pull them together, and then we're gonna turn, and we begin row 9. Row 9, slip 1. So we slip 1, still purlwise. Okay, slip 1, and then knit 7. Knit 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oop. I must have knit more than I did. Okay, row 9, slip 1, K7, slip 1, K7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, yeah, I got it. K7, and then we're gonna do the next stitch, unwrap it the same as when we did that last time, remember? So we lift up this wrap stitch, and then we knit together with the next stitch. I do like this one at a time, just kind of pass it over like that. So we got that done, and then we're gonna turn and then move on to row 10. Turn. Alright, let's look at this wrong side carefully. Row 10, slip 1. Slip stitch is easy, just slip right to the needle. And then we're going to purl 8. Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, we did it. We purl 8, and we're gonna do the same thing again. Purl the next stitch together with it wrap. So you go to the next stitch and bring up the wrap, and then purl them together. There you go. And you're gonna turn. Alright, and then start the next row, row 11. Slip 1, and then knit 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Gonna unwrap this next stitch. Okay, same thing. Pick up the wrap and knit together with the next stitch. We did it. Oh, look what we made. It's a little pouch. Okay, we finished that row, so we're gonna move on to row 12. Turn. See what happened in row 12. Slip 1, P10. P the next stitch with a wrap. Okay, same thing. Slip the next stitch, and then we're gonna P10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Oops. I'm getting carried away. So 10. You P10. I almost go to the end. All right. Pay attention, Raja. Okay. P10. P the next stitch with it wrap. All right. P the next stitch with it wrap. Pick that up. Uh-oh, the printer is coming on again. Oh, wait. Okay. That one give me a little trouble there. Okay, I did that. Row 12. And then this one, we're gonna P the last stitch as well, okay? P this one on row 12. Don't turn yet. Okay. P the last stitch. Yeah, we did it. One side. Now we're gonna turn and do row 13. Look at what we did. We got one little bump. So now we're gonna work on this side. Another side. You should be proud of yourself, okay? You come this far. Good job. So we begin row 13. We're gonna let's see, 13, slip 1, knit 21. So slip 1 and then we're gonna knit 21 stitches all the way to the last 2 stitches. And then you're gonna do yarn forward, slip 1, yarn back, and then turn. Now we're at the row 14. Gonna slip that one and then P 10 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we have P10. We're at row 14. Put the check mark there. Yarn back, slip 1, yarn front, yarn back, slip 1, yarn front, turn, and then we move to row 15, slip 1, K9, it going down. Last row was 10, this row is 9. Okay, so how many do I get now? Slip 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. Now we're gonna wrap and turn, yarn front, slip, yarn back, and turn. And back on this row again, row 16, slip 1, P8, P8 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So basically we just work until we come to one stitch before the wrap stitch. That's basically what it is. And then wrap and turn, wrap and turn. Go to 17. Slip 1, K7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Here again we come to one stitch before the wrap stitch. And then we're gonna wrap and turn, yarn front, slip, yarn back, turn. Now row 18, the wrong side. Now purl side, slip 1, P6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Wrap and turn, yarn back, slip, yarn front, turn. Okay, now row 19. Have to keep mark it off, otherwise I lose track of it. 19, slip 1, K6, slip, K6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this time we cast 6 and then we're gonna cast the next stitch and it wrap together. So we're gonna work unwrapped at this time. Okay, so we're gonna cast the wrap and the knit stitch together. So you can pick up the stitch from here, the wrap from here, and then the stitch, and knit them together. So we got the stitch and the wrap knit together, and we're gonna turn and then start row 20. Row 20, slip 1, P6, slip 1, P6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So now we're gonna do the purl stitch with the wrap together. So we get that purl stitch up there into the needle and get the wrap together and put them together on the left needle, and then purl these two together like that. There. So we done now 20 Now move to row 21, slip 1, K7. So we keep repeating the same thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Knit 7, and then we come to this wrap stitch again. So we're gonna knit the wrap and the stitch together. So pick up the wrap and the knit stitch, knit them together and turn, and do the same thing again. Row 21 done. Move to 22, slip 1, P8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It has little space here, so you know that you come to the wrap stitch here. So do the same thing again. Purl the next stitch and that wrap together. So put the needle in the next stitch and pick up the wrap and put it here together and pull them together like so. And then we're gonna turn, keep working back and forth until all the stitches been worked. So next row 23, slip 1, K9, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Knit the next stitch and wrap. And then knit the last stitch. Okay. Next row, row 24, we're gonna slip 1, P11, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and then the next stitch is the wrap stitch. So we're gonna purl this stitch with that wrap together. Like that, and then we're gonna work until the end of the row. Don't turn it, just purl to the end of the row. 1, 2, oh, I don't need to count it. It's supposed to be 12 stitches. So work to the end of the row, and our short row work has been completed. Let's see how it look. Ooh. So we got a little bump here. Like that. It should look like that. And then we're gonna work decrease on this end so that it match this side. Okay, so basically we're gonna work 2 row repeat. So row 25 will be K1, Okay, 2 together, and then K to the end of the row. Okay, and then next row, row 26, which is P1 and then P2 together, just 1 decrease, and then work purl to the end. We're gonna keep repeating these 2 rows, which is row 25 and 26, until you have 2 stitches left on the needle. Okay, so I'll come back when I have 2 stitches left on the needle. So you work until you have 2 stitches left on your needle, and then the last one you're just gonna slip 1 stitch off and then purl the next stitch, and then pass the slip stitch over the stitch that just knit, like that, and then cut the yarn, leaving about 20 inches of the tail. Let me pull it through here, cut it, pull it through. Okay, got some tail left here so that I can use it to sew the seam after I stuff it. Okay, so I have to go find my stuffing. You know how to do the rest, right? So stuffed it and then seam the edge here with the big eye needle. Alright, and send me a picture if you knit one of these hard. I would like to see how you do. I'd be happy to put it on the website to show people. Okay, thank you for knitting with me, and I hope you enjoy this little mini hard cushion or pillow. Happy Valentine's Day. Bye bye.